Hey guys, just want to talk to you a little bit about the load and transfer today, and a good drill that I think you could use for both by using the Bosu ball. I mean, it's such a big part of hitting to get into that backside with a load, and it doesn't have to be big, and especially at the higher levels where guys are throwing really hard, it shouldn't be big because it's harder to time, but we need that weight to get back into that back hip, but then we need some movement forward. And you know, it seems like at the higher levels, the bigger league levels, major leagues where guys are throwing 100 miles an hour, guys are tending to shorten that up a little bit because it's hard to time. But at the younger ages, and it's all when you start and when you get that foot down, all you have to do is start a little bit earlier for the pitchers that are throwing harder. But it is so important to move, get that weight moving, that linear move where you still have that back hip loaded, but you're not stuck on it, and you have that energy going towards your front foot, and then you could start the sequence of the swing. So I've found the Bosu ball to be very effective, and you could do it as a drill, you could do it off the tee, you could do it front toss, you could do it live. And you just get the players to get on the side of the Bosu ball, and this Bosu ball doesn't have a ton of air in it, so the more air it has, the more springy it's going to be, but you just get them to load back into the Bosu ball, and it also keeps your weight inside that back leg, which is very important, but then it kind of springs you forward a little bit. So as you get into this back foot and then you go to transfer, it gets you to a nice position. You still have that back hip loaded. My waist is still pointing towards the plate or possibly more. So I have all that torque ready to fly, but you're in a great position because so many kids don't get transferred properly. Now, you got to make sure that when you do this, they're not getting outside here. You don't want that weight out here. You want to make sure that they're nice and balanced. Head remains over the belly button, and that weight remains right in here. Now I'm in a great position. My hands are in a great position. I'm ready to fire and start the sequence. Conversely, to stop the transfer, we're going to go around this way. But even for kids that don't stop, that you didn't have to do that drill with, here's a great way to make them stop. So many kids will get going and they'll get their weight out here. We never want to be out there. We want to be balanced. We want our weight in here. So use the Bosu ball for the stop. You get into your drill again. You could do a tee, you could do a front toss, you could do a live, whatever, but you get them into their hitting position. Make sure they're not too far or too close. They do their load and they transfer into that nice balanced position again. My weight is here. I'm not stuck back here, but I still have plenty of weight back there to start that force and start that rotation. So the Bosu ball is very helpful for both teaching players the load, the transfer, and stopping so you can hit behind a firm front side. Hope that helps.